This video was released on October 17th, which means it's Cherche's birthday. Happy birthday, Cherche! And you too, Minerva. Greetings and salutations. My name is Deltran, helping you build killing machines so that you can dominate in PvP and special hero battles. If you want help earning all the feathers, orbs, and heroes the game throws at you every week, consider subscribing. Let's get her digits, and the first thing we notice here on this is that she has a wonderful hit point and attack value. As a matter of fact, you're only going to find one other person out there that has a better attack value than Cherche here. Her defense, honestly, by the number, isn't too bad. I mean, when it comes down to it, her other contemporaries here just completely trounce her, and especially once you look at that speed, you don't want to do any defending with her. As far as what she swings with, hammer plus, dropping the hammer, being effective against armored units, pivot so that she can actually get up to the front line, attack +3 just so that she can be up and over the top with her attack value, and fortify defense is what she's rounding that out with. Let's take a look at the obituaries. B for aggressor, C for duelist, and D- for blocker. Told you didn't want to block anything with her. As far as some people here that we take care of rather easily, on initiation we are taking care of Brave Lynn, which is great. We're taking care of the blue armor units, a few of the blue mages, including Reinhardt, and that pretty much is all that's there that's exciting. As far as people we lose to, we are not necessarily invulnerable to green. We lose to a few of them, like Legion is there. We also lose to ourselves, so be careful. It's otherwise there's a lot of red there that will retaliate against us. So just for the record, Black Knight is the only armored unit that will kill us if we hit them with their retaliation. So just stay away. I mean, it's just a hunk of raw meat. I was expecting cake, or I know it's Minerva's favorite. I don't mean to insult anyone. I'm just saying that it's raw. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll eat it. See, I'm eating it. I'm eating it. So Cherche is in a bit of an odd spot. She does really, really well if you ignore where she doesn't do well. That's obvious. Hold on a moment. She has a hammer. She's meant to go after blue armor. She destroys blue armor. There's only 2 of them in the game, but one of them is super relevant, and the other one I think is a hidden gem, but it doesn't matter. Even if she comes out of the woodwork and gets prime time coverage, it doesn't matter. Cherche still has her number. It's not good for her. So she does that job very well. Actually, out of all the armor in the game as of recording, the only one she loses to on initiation is Black Knight. She won't lose to Zephiel, to Drog, to Hector. She lives whenever she attacks the rest of them. They limp along and they hurt her back, but she doesn't die to them, so that's pretty good. Not that many people don't die whenever they initiate on Hector, but that's the thing. She has a wonderful defense, but a terrible, terrible speed, and that's what ends up getting her killed a lot. On initiation, she doesn't die to that many people, but whenever she gets attacked initially instead, it's not good for her. She has a low resistance and a low speed. Basically, anybody who has a sword takes her out. Anybody who is green who has a hard punch takes her out. She dies to mages of any color. There's only a few mages that don't kill her, as a matter of fact. So it's very, very precarious, and it makes it worse that she has pivots, so you want to put yourself out in front. But here's the catch, is that she is a pretty decent blue unit check. She gets a lot of the blue units just with her might alone. Not with her speed, but she can hop past people, be that little defensive wall that you need just for the time that you need it. So she has a good niche there. Also, she's what I sort of consider a 4-star all-star. She is one of the people that you can pull at 3 and 4 stars that is wonderful if you make a +10 4-star variant of it. It takes a while. It's not saying it's quick, but I am saying that it is worth it. Also, I'll go ahead and drop this right now, although we will be talking about the IVs here in a bit. Plus attack on Cherche, that's what you're looking for. If you find a plus attack IV 3 or 4-star Cherche, hold on to it. That's going to be what you're going to develop all the way up to the top. Knight, If you're looking for some cheap upgrades for her, Moonbow is wonderful. She doesn't have a high speed. She's not going to get too many swings, so you're going to want to use Moonbow so that you can actually get to use it. Reprisal is decent because she actually has the hit points to make that worthwhile. So Reprisal is another nice one. I prefer Moonbow over top of Reprisal, but there are times where Reprisal is going to be better. So I'll let you be the master of your own fate in that case. Drag back is a great option. Hit and run's probably a little better, but when it comes down to it, you're going to find drag back a lot easier to obtain. So that's why I put that here. That's what's on mine, and I haven't really regretted it. Quick Riposte 2 is wonderful. Her kill ratio on defense actually goes up quite a lot once you do this. The people who don't kill her, which are still going to kill her, everybody else will start to fall down, so that's pretty nice. If you're looking for some substitutions, Draconic Aura actually works well for her. It works even better with all the flyer buffs. Once you start getting those on her, yeah, it's worth it. It's better than Luna, and it's worth dealing with that charge cooldown of 3. Reposition, as always, my favorite assist skill, and basically the only thing you ever want to put on a flyer for the most part. Death Blow 3 is a great A-slot skill. Once again, you're not going to want to actually use her to block with, so you might as well just get the most benefit you can out of initiation. And Goad Flyers, quite possibly the best C-slot skill, unless you're having Blade Tome users in the sky. So, Goad Flyers. Let's take a look at some complete builds, and this first one here is going to use a Brave Axe Plus. Of course, Reposition and Moonbow fill out the specials, and Death Blow 3, Hit and Run, and Goad Flyers. I pretty much just recommended all of this just a moment ago, but honestly, it is so wonderful. A- for aggressors, D+ for duelist, and B+ for duelist, and D looking ahead, for defense. So, you don't want to do that, but otherwise she's actually very effective using this, so I recommend this. This is pretty much the same build that I am running, and it is quite wonderful. Let's take a look at the DPT. 19 and 7 losses on initiation. That's really fun. Now, it looks like we do give up a few of our armored wins or draws that we would have otherwise have had. Black Knight's still killing us there. But otherwise, we pick up quite a lot. The list of people that we destroy is a lot of fun. Now, of course, in the DPT, there's a lot of mages there, so we shouldn't be surprised that somebody as strong as Cherche is going to be able to plow through these mages. But we're finally picking up all the green armor units like FE, and the other more resilient armor units, even like Brave Lucina, they're all within this list of people who die. So basically you can feel comfortable going after the blue units, even the souped up powerful ones. They're just going to go ahead and fall in front of you. You can even go after certain red ones. She has more than enough power to do people like Brave Roy. So go right ahead and do it. Now, you can't go against everybody. Obviously, basically against the same type of Cherche, you're going to go ahead and not do so well. And all the other big sword lords are going to be standing in your way as well. But once again, that's not what you're bringing Cherche along for. Cherche basically gets everything but red. And Hector, don't initiate against Hector. So that's one thing that is going on there. As far as the flip side, we only have 2 wins and 20 losses, and that's to be expected. You're not really stacked on the defense when it comes down to it, so being hit like that is just going to completely break you. The 2 wins, by the way, are Cordelia and Est. Sorry they're not shown. Just didn't want to look at that painful image there. This last build that I want to share with you guys is pretty much the same thing as what we had before, so I'm not even going to go into the obituaries, but we switch out a couple of things, and I would like to talk to you about those. So we have a different assist slot here. We have ourselves reciprocal aid, and what this is going to let us do, we have 46 hit points. That's quite a lot. That's not the highest in the game, but it is up there. So we can use reciprocal aid to basically heal somebody, and then instead of hit and run, we have escape route 3, which lets us teleport next to any of our friends. So we could zip around the battlefield after we heal somebody up to full, and then we could be exactly where we need to be as long as our friends help us out by standing in the correct spot. So this is actually just it's sort of a gimmicky build, but it works. It works really well, and it's a lot of fun. Once you initiate this, her zipping around the battlefield is so great, and you don't even need to go all the way down to like the absolute bottom here. It doesn't matter, as we saw before. I mean, the wins, the way the stats are calculated and the DPT is calculated, that's calculated as if you were at full hit points. So even if I redid everything, it would still show there. But as we saw before, whenever we're initiated on, we lose to a lot of people. So there's no reason to not go for broke in that particular aspect there. You could just go ahead and give your hit points away to somebody, and then feel free to go trouncing around the battlefield, teleporting here and there and everywhere, just like a gummy bear without a care. Alright, I'm done rhyming. So, I just wanted to show this to you guys because it works well with her. A couple other units that it works well with. I think it's just wonderful with Cherche. And hey, do me a favor, if you like your Fire Emblem information hot and fresh like Grandma's cookies, hit that subscribe button. My name is Deltran. Thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate all of you. And until next time, take it easy.